Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. Thought I'd share that with you guys, see what you thought about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are finally getting to test out something. What are we testing out, Ranger?
A wood burner.
A wood burner. So we got this wood burner kit. Ranger got it for Christmas last year, and it came with everything you need, we think, to do wood burning, or as the instruction says, pyrography. P-Y-R-O-G-R-A-P-H-Y. How do you spell that? Pyrography?
Pyrography.
So we're learning right here. We've never done any type of wood burning or pyrography before. But pyrography is a traditional folk art which is rooted in the folk and shows the intelligence of working people. Nowadays, with development of technology, these artwork once only enjoyed by the king, but also brings happiness to the common person. That's like me and Ranger. We're the common person, right, Bub? So anyway, so what we're going to do, maybe some pyrography, some wood burning. Ranger wants to make a sign for the chicken coop. We're going to practice on a piece of wood here. So first things first is we opened up our wood burning kit, and Ranger's got a pencil so he can go ahead and draw out his design. And then we have this little handy dandy tool. It's 110 volts. It goes anywhere from 200 to 420 degrees. It said for burning, the 400 degree mark would be what we would need. For soldering stuff together, you would use the 200. We have different tips on here. Ranger picked out this tip right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this out. Put it on the tip that he wants to try to use. It's really easy to change out. And we're gonna let him draw out the design and get to work on wood burning. So we'll show you some practicing when he gets that practice, but we won't show you the final design because the sign we make today is gonna be the name of our chicken coop. You ready to name that coop, buddy?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get some practice in on this to see if we can figure out how we do it. And then we'll go through and make our sign for our chicken coop. All right, so we have the wood burner on. I tested just a little bit, and Ranger's gonna try a little bit now. Something we've never done before, but we thought today was a good day. It's kind of rainy outside, and we don't have anything else to do, so.
I'm bad at it.
You're not bad at it. Just gotta give it a try. And this thing is super hot. So I went ahead and Ranger put on a little safety glove just in case. But he's doing good. And we'll try it a little bit more. So Ranger's having fun with it and I'm having fun too. Let's see if I can get in here a little closer and show you guys. This broad tip, I don't know how good it's going in there. So we might switch out to another tip in a little bit just to try something different. What do you think, Ranger?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Ranger does. Hey, don't catch my shop on fire. You think you could?
Yeah.
If you walked off and left it unattended, maybe?
Won't want to do that.
So if you guys are watching this and thinking, hey, they're doing that completely wrong, guess what? We probably are doing it completely wrong.
Yeah.
So let us know any tips you have as we go through and try to make this sign. But hey, sometimes you don't make anything at all unless you make some mistakes. So we're just gonna give it our best, see what we can get out of here, and try to have fun doing it.
Yep.
You like it, Ranger?
Mm-hmm.
Ranger got this for a Christmas present.
I like watching the smoke.
He likes watching the smoke. All right, so we've got kind of a hang of it. We're gonna practice a little bit more with some other tips. Go ahead and let this thing cool down, and then we'll decide what tip we wanna use and make our sign. And if you guys have any guesses of what our chicken coop is called, before we actually show you, drop those down in the comments below, because somebody out there may have guessed it, maybe not. So if you have any ideas, drop those in the comments below and let us know what you think.
I know what it is.
Ranger knows what it is. You're not going to tell, are you?
No.
All right. We've figured out our word that we're going to be writing is 7 letters. And so I told the Ranger that we need to space this out evenly on our board. And our board is about 2 foot long. So we're going to mark the very center of our board. So here, you want to take the pencil and put one little bitty mark down at 12 and a half inches.
12?
12 and a half. All right, that's good. So we're going to mark this out evenly into 7 even spaces, and then we're going to write all our letters out with a pencil before we get ready to do them with the wood burner. So we'll go ahead and take care of that, and then we'll get to burning. All right, so Ranger's ready to do the big reveal, Ranger. So he is going to let you know what the name of our chicken coop is going to be. Ranger?
Jitaga.
Jitaga. So I know you might not know what Jitaga means, but that's because it's a Cherokee word, Jitaga. And what does it mean, Ranger?
Chicken.
It's Cherokee word for chicken. So it's spelled, and we wrote it out on the board, me and Ranger did, T-S-I,
G.
which is in Cherokee, the T-S-I makes a G sound. So G, and then T-A, what's that?
Ta.
Ta, and then G-A.
Ga.
Ga. Jitaga. So hopefully you guys learned something today. Our brand new chicken coop is going to be called Jitaga because that's the Cherokee word for chicken. And as often as we can, we want to try to utilize the Cherokee language because the only time it's really lost is when it's completely forgotten. And we don't want to forget it because it's part of our culture, part of our heritage, part of our history of our family. We're also going to write it out in Cherokee syllabary, which you probably won't be able to read, but that's okay. We won't either because we don't read Cherokee. But this is the way it's pronounced in Cherokee, and we'll have the syllabary wrote out. So we'll go ahead and watch Ranger work on this. We put a new tip on the wood burner, and so Ranger picked this tip. I think it's probably kind of middle of the road. It's not real fine, and it's not real wide either. So I think it's going to work great. And also, Ranger, when we dug into the cedar a while ago, what did we notice?
That it works the best out of all the wood.
Yeah, so the cedar was a lot softer than the oak that we used when we practiced earlier. So we're going to be using cedar because it holds up in the weather really good. So Ranger's going to go ahead and give it a try. It's okay, you can't mess it up. Just kind of stay in the lines, keep going. It'll be kind of slow, but that's okay. Let me show you. I think, see how it's ended on that one? So if you just come down slow and don't press real hard, and then you can go back and press harder if you need to, see? Or just let it sit there for a second. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get the syllabary, which I'll show you guys. There's the actual word right there that we're going to be using.
Let me see.
See? It kind of looks like an H, a W, and an S, but that's Cherokee syllabary, so.
Oh, look, I'm doing it.
Yep. Good job. Now just stay on the line.
I got a little off. Daddy, I got a little off.
It's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, we're not in no race, so just take your time and do the best you can do, okay? So Ranger had to go take a break. He said his hand was getting tired, which I understand that after a little bit, you do kind of get tired of this. So here's the update on the piece I'm working on. And Ranger's got 3 letters done, and he's halfway done with 1 of the letters. So we're just gonna keep plugging away, taking our time, but we're learning something new, something we've never done before, and so far we're having fun doing it.
You getting the hang of it?
Yeah, we're starting to get the hang of it. So Ranger's working on his Jitaga, and I finished up my syllabary, Cherokee letters, basically the Cherokee alphabet, and Jitaga. So this makes the G sound, the ta, and the ga. And Ranger's kind of making the part that we'll be able to read. Getting it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to get pretty hot, so he's doing a good job. He's wearing a glove now. Just kind of blow on that smoke and it'll stay out of your face. Good job, buddy. Is that fun?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. You like playing with fire like your dad?
Yeah.
Pretty fun, isn't it?
But I don't want to throw fire down my throat.
You don't want to throw fire down your throat?
Mm-hmm.
No, me either. So while Ranger's working on finishing that up, I was going to show you guys this old branding iron that we have. So, as you see there, it's a W, but one side is longer than the other. And we got this, I can't remember if it was Cassie's dad or my dad. One of them gave us this. It's not really ever been used, I don't think, by anybody in our family, but it's still pretty cool. One of these days we might have to make one that has the W with the F's coming off of it. What do you think, Ranger?
Yeah.
To make Walker Farm fam?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, these old branding irons are pretty cool because this used to be the way that people identified their cattle when it was a open range. Everybody had to brand their cattle one way or the other. And people still brand theirs today. We don't brand ours. We put tags in their ears for identification. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool. Thought I'd share that with you guys, see what you thought about it. All right, so Ranger's finishing up. And Ranger, what did you say a while ago? For our first time, what did you think?
It was actually pretty good.
So Ranger thinks for our first time that we're doing pretty good. So we don't know what we're doing. We just wanted to try something new. And he had this wood burner from Christmas last year. We hadn't had a time to use it yet. So we thought this was the perfect opportunity. So Ranger made that sign, Jitaga. And this one says the same thing.
But it's in the Cherokee language.
But it's in the Cherokee syllabary.
Yeah.
That's actually their own alphabet. Isn't that crazy that Sequoia made his very own alphabet?
That's cool.
And these are the letters. Jitaga.
I'm going over it one more time.
So just going over it one more time, making the letters a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ranger said the only thing we need to do now is finishing up by making a matching chicken coop. How are we going to do that, Ranger?
Staining it.
We're going to stain them. So we've got to stain the signs and then figure out a way to attach them. All right, so we went and found our stain that we used on the chicken coop, and we still got a little bit left in there. So we'll go ahead and let Ranger do a little bit of staining. So this is going to make sure these signs last, hopefully as long as the chicken coop does. All right, so Ranger's going to work on this for a little bit, and we'll show you the finished product. Well, welcome back. It's the next day, and we had to let these signs dry for a little bit. So Ranger's holding his up. It's nice and dry. Jitaga is the name of our chicken coop, and that's what his sign says. And then we got this one. It's all dry as well. So Ranger's going to screw some holes in here. We're going to put a couple holes in the very top corners, and we're just going to use some black screws that we have to go ahead and put them in the chicken coop. So we'll go ahead and watch Ranger do that, and then we'll get outside to get these installed.
Okay, now keep it spinning. Now keep it spinning. And then you want it in the same spot as the other side, so right in there. Okay, now straight up.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, up. 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 All right, so those are all drilled out. You ready to go hang them up?
Yep.
Let's go.
We go to the chicken coop. So the first thing we got to do out here is we're going to move the chicken coop before we put the signs on, because it's been in the same spot now for a week or two, and the chickens are starting to make little divots and stuff underneath the feed. So we're going to move it, but we got to fix that ramp in the back. We got some new string, so we're going to get that tied up first. You ready? So we have the ramp tied up now, so we'll be ready to move that. It won't snag on anything when we move it. All right, so we got the chicken coop moved a little bit here in the chicken pen. And Ranger, did you find a spot to put it?
Yeah, right there.
So Ranger wants to put the Jitaga sign right back here over the door. We're gonna try to center it up. So,
But how do you do it?
kind of in the shade right there, but hopefully you guys can see that. So I'll go ahead and get the screws and get it up there. So that one's on. Now we got sign number 2, which I don't know if we mentioned this, but me and Ranger both signed the back. So I signed this one, and Ranger signed that one. So while we're out here, Ranger wanted to check for eggs. Oh, yep. We got 4 really pretty eggs. You wanna grab them? Thank you, ladies, for the eggs. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Dottie.
Is there any on the other side?
Nope, that's it.
Well, that's a wrap for today's video. I think we've done everything we wanted to do. So we've got the chicken coop named. Ranger, can you say it?
Jitaga.
What?
Jitaga.
Jitaga, that's right. So if you didn't know what chicken was in Cherokee before, hopefully you learned something today. Jitaga. And we really enjoy sharing our heritage and sharing the Cherokee culture and language as much as possible. We also had a subscriber recently send us some of her culture favorites. So Rosa Williams, thank you so much for the tortillas and some of the candies that you enjoy in your culture. It's always fun to share with the kids the different cultures in the world, and really just we can learn so much from each other if we just pay attention to each other's cultures and learn as much as possible. So thank you guys so much for following along. We really do appreciate it. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, give the thumbs up. Peace. Woo!